Well, this is kind of bad news, guys. The new game from Bungie, Marathon, could be in trouble. There's layoffs coming. Bungie's kind of failing at the moment. Destiny 2 isn't performing. Their hopes and dreams right now are being pinned on Marathon. And if you want to know what Marathon is, let's catch you up. I'm Blaze2K. I love you. I appreciate you. Please like, subscribe, click the bell icon, and let's get into this video and talk about what's next for Bungie. And is it failing? Is it dying? Let's get into it. I'm Blaze2K. Before we get to the video, guys, are you running low on groceries but strapped for time? Well, Instacart is to the rescue. Shop all your favorite stores with just a few taps. Get everything delivered to your door or ready for pickup in as little as an hour. It's super hassle-free. Scan this QR code up here on the right-hand side or follow the link in the description or the top comment to get $10 off your first order. Instacart is literally bringing the store to your door. I really love it, guys. I think you'll love it too. And come on, $10. What are you waiting for? Get $10 off your first order. Anyways, let's get back to the video. Let's go. So let's get started and talk about what Marathon was originally. Now, it was a first-person shooter developed by and released by Bungie in 1994 for the Apple Macintosh, and it was one of the earliest games to feature 3D graphics for its environment, and making it a significant title in the history of first-person shooters. And the game set aboard the Marathon, a massive starship, and it follows the player's character as they fight against alien invaders, right? Well, Bungie are trying it again. They're re-releasing Marathon. It's their new big title. Destiny 2 might be a thing in the past. They've obviously put out a lot of content for Destiny 2. After Halo, Destiny was supposed to be the big thing. Then I never really got into Destiny. Let me know in the comments if you did, if you are a big Destiny fan. I sadly never got into it. It never came close to Halo for me. The Master Chief is always the best. Anyways, so the new Marathon is basically revival of the classic franchise, transforming it into a sci-fi PvP extraction shooters. And you know I love PvP extraction shooters. Look at Tarkov, right? Come join my streams every day. But it's set in the colony of Tau Ceti IV, or 4 Roman numerals. Players known as runners explore this world to uncover artifacts, long dormant AI, and untold riches, competing for survival, fame, and infamy. The game introduces evolving, persistent zones that players can influence, potentially opening new areas of the map for all players to explore through their actions. And it was scheduled to release on PC and consoles, current gen consoles like the PS5, Xbox Series X, and obviously PC. And it emphasizes cross-play and cross-save functionalities, which we love as PC gamers. I love being able to play with console people. A lot of my friends are on console. And the game design focuses on team play with teams of 3, but it's not clear if solo or dual play will be supported just yet. But the gameplay revolves around competing to complete challenges, extract with artifacts, and possibly unlock new zones of the map for all players. So it's looking really exciting. You know, it's blending PvP and PvE elements, a lot like Tarkov, Escape from Tarkov, which I love. Come join my streams, like I told you guys. I think you might like it. But yeah, it's supposed to be launching around 2025, but because of this article, as we'll get into, things aren't looking too good for Marathon and Bungie. They really like the whole floating moon concept, don't they? It looks very Bungie and Destiny-esque. So let's read the article from IGN. So former Bungie replaces Marathon director amid leadership shakeup, fears of layoffs. Former Valorant game director Zoe Ziegler is replacing Christopher Barrett. So amid ongoing anxiety within Bungie following layoffs last year, the studio is now preparing for another shakeup, this time on Marathon, its upcoming service game intended as its next step beyond Destiny. I've been waiting for Bungie to do something different for a long time. Like I said, just Destiny never really grabbed me. I never got into it. I played it for a little bit. I wasn't it was hyped up to be this big thing where people can you'd run into strangers and stuff. Maybe you could do that, but to me it just felt very barren. A little bit barren. I didn't really enjoy it. I love the linear stories of hell, even the open world of the last Halo game was very interesting and captivating. But Destiny it just didn't feel the same, right? Let me know what you feel about Destiny, obviously, and if you were excited about this new Marathon game coming out. I've been waiting for something new from Bungie. I want them to return to something, a story-driven game with a character that we can all really love and enjoy. And there's rumors that they're turning Marathon into a hero shooter, kind of like Halo. Maybe that's the new direction they're going in. Maybe that's why they've got the new game director. who knows what's happening, but you've seen a bit of the trailer of the gameplay. You might change tack and go towards a hero shooter like the original Halo. Maybe they're going to go back to their roots. But yeah, the video game industry has been having a hard time lately. A lot of layoffs across the whole tech industry, really. But yeah, so they're removing longtime Bungie designer Christopher Barrett from the game director role. IGN learned he's being replaced by former Valorant game directors Joe Ziegler, who left Riot Games for Bungie in 2022. IGN has reached out to Bungie for comment on whether or not Barrett will remain within the company, and Bungie has not yet responded to IGN's request for comment, but shortly after we reached out, Ziegler confirmed his appointment as the game director on X and /Twitter. For the last 9 months, I've been working on Marathon as the game director, he wrote. We're still baking, but I'm excited to share with you more info on the game as we get closer and closer to bringing it to all of you. Obviously, here's the X post. Come follow me in X if you aren't already. I really want to start using X more and interacting with you guys on X and sharing pictures and doing sort of cool stuff on X. Come follow me on X. I don't have any friends on X. I need new friends. Please. It's alright, you don't have to, but it'd be cool if you did. So Marathon over Matter. While upcoming Destiny 2 expansion, The Final Shape, is also being prioritized, there are also growing fears and rumors that the layoffs will immediately follow its release. One person with knowledge of his budgets at Bungie told me that nothing adds up and something will need to happen to curb costs unless The Final Shape does so well to cover the gap and people can move to Marathon. I like the art style they've went with. It's given me, what's that game? I remember it. Mirror's Edge. Do you remember Mirror's Edge? That clean aesthetic where you're going around the city doing parkour and everything. God, I missed that game. That game was hella fun. Here it is here for those that want a blurry image of it. You were jumping across buildings. Everything was clean and white and, contrasting color. It was really cool. But yeah, it gives me that feel. Let me know in the comments if you're excited for this and if you like the design. It's different to anything else, and maybe that's what Bungie needs. Maybe Bungie needs something completely different, new art style, something that really defines itself as a brand new franchise, right? So when Sony acquired Bungie, and remember, Sony acquired Bungie. Let's not forget that. This is kind of bad that Bungie's not making as much money as they used to. Sony was behind the layoffs, more than likely, because they're obviously not bringing in as much money as they're spending to make their games. The studio brought with it a number of other incubation projects, including a mobile-like game codenamed Gummy Bears and a new IP known as Matter. According to sources, Matter was cancelled back in 2020, but the team continued working on a similar project with slightly different direction until that too was cancelled in late 2022. Gummy Bears, meanwhile, is currently in a holding pattern due to the ongoing company struggles, and within the company, there's a growing expectation that senior company leadership will leave in droves in the summer of 2026 when the final payouts from Sony's acquisition of the company take effect. Bungie, why did you let Sony buy you? With this in mind, there was a strong push to get Marathon out the door before then and let whoever takes the reins after that, be it Sony or Bungie, worry about how it's sustained. So this is kind of a shame, and I've got to feel that it's not Sony's fault, really. It isn't Sony's fault. Look at other Sony PlayStation studios, right? They've really excelled with their games. Sony's doing something right when it comes to content and gaming. Bungie's just been on a spiral of doom, I feel like, ever since they left Microsoft, ever since they started developing their own games, ever since they did Destiny 2. They've sort of fallen off the map. I don't really hear anyone talking about Destiny 2. There's some hardcore Destiny 2 players, don't get me wrong. Let me know if you're one of them in the comment section down below. But I just feel like they've not really been doing anything. I mean, they've been posting little updates to Destiny 2, expansions and whatnot, new things. But it just wasn't what I expected from Bungie. Bungie is like a hardcore OG in the gaming industry. And it's kind of sad to see them, just die off a little bit. And I'm wondering and I'm hoping maybe with new leadership shakeups and stuff like that, they can return to their roots and be something and be special and create an amazing IP for Sony alongside their current suite of like awesome IPs like Spider-Man, like God of War, Horizon, you name it. So they're saying basically there's a lot of the senior company leadership that are going to be leaving in droves once the final payouts from the acquisition take effect. But yeah, with this in mind, there's a strong push to get Marathon out the door before then and let whoever takes the reins after that, be it Sony or Bungie, worry about it sustained. So I hope and pray for Bungie's sake that they don't try and rush Marathon just because it looks kind of interesting. I mean, let's be honest, guys, that looks pretty cool. Whether they turn it and morph it into like a hero shooter and make it a little bit more like Halo, add a sort of storyline and backstory to it. Maybe not too deep like Destiny. Destiny went ham on that, but really focusing on one character and obviously build the world around that. That'd be really cool. So yeah, let me know what you think about Marathon. It does look very interesting. I'm excited to see what it's like. I like extraction shooter games, PvP ones. Maybe even if they add some NPCs in with it as well. Let us bring loot out of the game into like some sort of stash thing that we can organize, and make it just really addictive, just like Tarkov is. If you don't know what Tarkov is, go check out Escape from Tarkov. Watch some YouTube videos, watch some live streams. Come join my live streams, and I hope if it can get something like that, towards something like Tarkov, it would be awesome. Anyways, guys, yeah, that's it. Obviously, they laid off 100 of its then 1,200 employees in October, and it's sad. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm Blazed2k. Peace out. Have a great day, and thank you for taking the time to watch me, even though my cameras won't focus. Anyways, have a great day. Love you. I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. And check out Instacart. Click the link down below. $10 off.